All right, you are most welcome to my channel again. My name is Chinyere Ojike. I make videos about lifestyle and how to settle down in the UK. So feel free to drop your questions in the comment section and I'll do justice to them. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell and keep coming for more upload as this. All right, let's get started. So, are you wondering on how to invite your loved ones from your home country to the United Kingdom? Maybe a friend or your relative, your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your sister, or anybody who is related to you. And you are a student or you are here on a skilled worker visa looking for a sample of an invitation letter to a visitor, because generally anyone visiting you here is classified as a visitor, be it your mom, your relative, your dad, or anyone. All right, so here is a detailed template on how to do that. So we should be taking it one by one, and at the end of this tutorial I will definitely leave the template here for you to go through them and use it and formulate or curate that appealing letter that you'll be sending out to UK's clearance or visa office in your home country. All right. So for a start, on top of the letter, as always, you would write letter of invitation for my dad, or letter of invitation for my mom or for a friend. Then on the right hand side, you put down your name, your address. Below the left hand side, you come down and put in the entrance clearance officer, British Embassy, British High Commission, Lagos, Nigeria, British High Commission, Accra, Ghana, British High Commission, somewhere in Kenya, or British High Commission, Abuja, Nigeria, Kano. It depends on where the High Commission you are writing to, it is located. Then you put in the embassy's address and date below it. Below it, you put down to whom it may concern, because you do not know the name of the person you are addressing the letter to. So leave it at to whom it may concern. All right, so over to the first paragraph of the letter, which is like the introduction of this very letter, where you state the purpose of the letter. You start by saying, I am writing to confirm that I wish to invite my father, my mother, my grandma, my friend, Mr. Olanike Olanihi, or Mr. Rufus Mbojirikwe, born on the so year 1980, to come visit me in the UK. He would like to visit the UK on the 20th of August 2024, and he will be staying for a period of 10 days from this date to that date. And his purpose of coming is for visiting or for babysitting, in case you are inviting your grandma or your mother, or for Omugo. You explain what Omugo means. If it is for tourism, you put it there. Always state the purpose for which the person is visiting. In your first paragraph, it is very imperative you do so, and state how long, the duration of the person's stay in the UK. And if you are a student, for instance, and you are inviting your parents, your dad, your mom, your friends, your sister, endeavor to state in that first paragraph the purpose of their visit is for graduation. If particularly the person is coming for your graduation in July, state it in the first paragraph. It is important. Do not forget to include the duration of their stay, how long they will be staying in the UK, from so dates to that date, a period of 10 days, a period of 5 days, 2 weeks. It is important to state this. Second paragraph is where you explain who you are. What are you doing in the UK? I am currently studying in the University of Salford, or I am currently working at Manchester Hospital as a doctor, as a nurse, as a healthcare assistant, or I am working as an engineer, blah, 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 to so place. And if you are a student, endeavor to quote that you will attach your registration letter or your ID card as one of the documents to prove that you are a student. If you are a worker, endeavor to state that you will be including your employment letter as one of the evidences to prove that you are legally employed to stay and work in the UK. The next paragraph is where you state whether you'll be funding your visitor or not. Yes, if you are inviting your grandma, definitely you know that you'll be funding her stay in the UK. So state that you will be attaching, or you have included your statement of account suggesting that you will be funding your grandma's stay in the UK, your father's stay in the UK, or your dad will be funding himself in the UK. Therefore, you need to show evidence of a statement of account from wherever he will be visiting you from. And the next paragraph is also to suggest or to prove where your visitor will be staying. Do you have a home? Will you be housing your visitor, or will they be lodging in a hotel? My visitor, so person, Mbeke Olanihi, will be staying at my place at number 2 Pipano Road, Okija, or at number 2 Pipano Road in Manchester. Just include your address with the postcode. He will be spending, or he will be staying in my apartment for so direction. Also, endeavor to state that you have enclosed, or you will be attaching this evidence such as tenancy agreement or letter from your landlord to this very application. That would help a lot. Alternatively, if your visitor will be lodging in a hotel or a guest house, Airbnb, during their stay, you have to provide an evidence, which is to say, you would state in the next paragraph that my visitor, Mr. Olanike Olanihi Mbeke, will be staying in an Airbnb at so address in Manchester or Middlesbrough, depending on where you are staying. Provide the evidence that you have booked an accommodation for your guests. If not, just include that you will be attaching your tenancy agreement letter or any letter from your landlord. Hence, your guest will be spending his or her holiday at yours. At last, so when you have written the above paragraph, in the next paragraph, you come down to say, I have enclosed the copies of the following documents. 1, a copy of my passport. 2, a copy of your visa page. 3, tenancy agreement where you are staying, or a proof that you are a student at the University of Salford or any university where you are studying, which is your ID card and your registration details. Evidence of your booking if you actually booked a place for this your guest that will be coming. If not, provide the evidence of your house, which is your tenancy agreement like I stated, where your guest will be staying. And if it requires you to provide your statement of account, especially in a situation whereby you will be providing for your guest, your grandma, your grandparents, endeavor to attach the statement of your account details, showing that you are financially buoyant, to host your guests, your grandparents. Okay, then your final statement should be, if you require any additional evidence, do not hesitate to contact me, and I will be glad enough to provide that detail. And then you end your letter. Yours sincerely, Mr. Mrs. or Miss this and that, Okeke Okori, Mbafo Mbokwo, Tayo Olufimi. Beautiful names, beautiful Nigerian names. Aren't they sweet to pronounce? Thank you so much for watching this video. Good luck to your guests. Hoping that there will not be any visa denial, because it hurts when you spend money to apply for visa, make all the preparations with the hope of coming for your child's graduation or visiting your loved one in the UK, and boom, you get denied of a visa. My husband was once denied of a visa to come to the UK. Then I was just studying here as a student, and I invited him. We were dating, we were not married. I asked him to come. Unfortunately, he was denied of a visa to come, because I didn't provide evidence to say that I will be sponsoring his stay, and he had to provide his financial grants, which is his financial statements, and he had to provide his financial statements, which is the bank account. Unfortunately, he provided his bank statement from 3 different banks. Instead of just providing one, particularly his salary account, because he was already working there. So his mistake why he was denied a visa was because they didn't really understand the kind of account statement he provided. You can't be because he provided money for his locum as well. You know, you can't provide 3 different accounts: salary accounts, locum accounts, this account. Just make it in one so that you won't be confusing them, because these people are very critical. They like you, I'm saying, making your statements. They like you providing your evidence or your statement, making them right, straight, easy to read and understand. All right, I wish you all the best as you prepare to invite your loved one to this place. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, it is very important. Subscribe to my channel and keep coming for more.